Right, shorthand higher dictation, 120 words per minute, 7 minutes, AP May 1965, 10 seconds, five seconds. Now, write down. Time that pen. 5 seconds. Now write down. Mr. Chancellor, graduates and guests, I am grateful to the Andhra University for their generous gesture in inviting me to deliver the convocation address. I had great hesitation in accepting the invitation, particularly because I knew that many distinguished scholars and eminent leaders of our country have addressed convocations of this university in the past. I am profoundly conscious of the honor done to me, and I am responding to the invitation in all humanity because I consider it to be a token of affection towards me of our esteemed Chancellor and a symbol of goodwill between the university and the government. The Andhra University occupies a place of pride in the educational and cultural activities of our state. Eminent persons like Dr. C.R. Reddy and Dr. S. Radhakrishnan have adorned the post of Vice Chancellor of this university and have contributed largely in building it up into a symbol of cultural renaissance of the Andhra people. For a long time, this was the only university of the Telugu-speaking people and served as the beacon light for all scholars, educationists, writers, and scientists from the region. Before the formation of Andhra state and Andhra Pradesh, this university was the only intellectual center for over 20 million Telugu-speaking people residing in the erstwhile Madras state. Now, with the formation of Andhra Pradesh, we have 3 universities in our state, each having rich associations and traditions. All 3 of them are autonomous bodies, but I am happy to observe that they are functioning like a team of looking after the needs of higher education and research of the whole state in a cooperative and collective manner. While political and economic institutions are necessary for good administration, orderly conduct of society, and economic and financial development, it is the university to whom we look for intellectual progress, individual satisfaction, and spiritual happiness. The universities are centers of learning and storehouses of knowledge accumulated through centuries by the creative efforts of men living in different climes and various ages. The vast treasure of knowledge available to us today has been built up brick by brick by our forefathers who, at the loss of all material comforts to them, engaged themselves in the pursuit of iniquity, knowledge, and thinking. All movements for the intellectual and spiritual well-being of mankind have their roots in institutions of learning. The humanist outlook and the ideal of brotherhood of man have emerged from thinkers and creative workers. The universities have no barriers of race, community, or nationality. Their creed is the acquisition of knowledge and the good of men. In the present context, when the civilized world is divided into power blocks and conflicting national interests and is even facing the danger of annihilation, the universities have to play a very important and significant role in helping nations and peoples to retain their sanity and to function as a member of the community of man. With the tremendous strides made by science and technology in recent times, the sphere of work of the universities has greatly enlarged. Particularly, we in India, who were rather late in joining the scientific age, have to make up much leeway. We have not only to gather and absorb all the accumulated knowledge in the field of science and technology and to derive material benefits from it for our people, but as a self-respecting nation, we have also to make our own contribution to scientific research and new discoveries. This is a matter which, to my mind, should receive the higher priority in universities. Ample opportunities and suitable facilities should be provided in the universities to enable scientists to make their contribution to research. This is a challenge of the times which our universities have to meet. So far through our achievements have not been small, yet they are not adequately judged by wood standards. Some hard thinking is necessary and many of the old ideas may have to change. Research today does not depend upon a change, discovery or the brainwave of a genius, though such chances cannot be ruled out. Predominantly, it is the result of hard and organized work. I know our scientists are aware of this, but how many of them make laboratories their homes, which a scientist should do? It is true we may be lacking of facilities, but too much dependence to expensive and foreign equipment is also not desirable. Many of our great scientists have made ample progress with indigenous equipment and instruments made in their own laboratories. The question of fundamental sciences and applied sciences is another matter which deserves our careful attention. All scientists recognize today that there can be no dichotomy between science and technology and between fundamental science and applied sciences. The application of science to our day-to-day operations in industry, agriculture and other economic sector is of particular importance to a country like ours, which is backward in technology. It is the duty of scientists to take the fruits of science to the doors of our farmers and engineers.